Hey, how's it going everyone? Dan here and welcome to another video. So this is post commentary over this Isaac, like original Isaac, vanilla Isaac Eternal Edition gameplay. There's no sound because my dumbass muted the wrong channel. So I'm basically gonna have to put in the music manually just to have something that's going on in the background. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to just kind of just play Isaac. And I wanted to do it post commentary ahead of time because I wanted to just play Isaac because I like, it's one of my favorite games. I just like to go back and play it every now and again. But I wanted to do some post commentary to talk about what's going on the channel, kind of like a weird channel update, except with gameplay instead of actual just being a vlog all the time, because I feel it's a little bit more comfortable for me to just sit down and talk rather than having to worry about what I look like on the camera or if everything's going right with the lighting, etc, etc, etc. I just want to sit down and talk about a few things. So I guess the main thing I do want to talk about is just what is going on with my inner conflict, I guess, if you can really call it that. I've been trying to do so much on the channel and trying to decide between Twitch and YouTube constantly, and trying to do everything at once and then stressing out when I can't do everything at once. Say for example, I really want to play Slay the Spire, but then I get disappointed when I don't see when I don't see feedback, or I don't see views, or I guess anything. I don't see the reaction to me uploading a video. Then I think it's usually my fault because I'm doing these live streams now, which I do enjoy doing, but part of me feels like the whole live streaming and putting up VODs that are anywhere between an hour and 5 hours long, no one's really actually gonna watch those because, well, they're 5 hours long, and not everyone's got 5 hours on their hands. And then there was a suggestion of doing highlights, and the problem with doing highlights is then I have to download the VOD itself, go through, cut everything out, render it out, and then re-upload it to the channel, which kind of defeated the purpose of me doing the video, the live streams, and then to begin with, because I was doing the live streams to simplify the whole matter. So now I'm a little bit conflicted on what I actually want to do, which is why I did that one video saying, hey, do you want me to cut the VODs up, or do you want me to leave them the way they are? And I did get some feedback there, but then I took that video down because I basically just said, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna do what I want to do. And that kind of has been my my thought, or not my thought, my I guess my mindset now is that I'm just gonna do what I want to do. If the channel grows, great. If it doesn't, well, great. I mean, either way, it's I don't really mind what goes on. And that's kind of worked for a while, but now I just find myself just I don't know what it is anymore. I guess it's not even really YouTube that's stressing me out. It's really life that's stressing me out right now, because there's a few things that I'm just trying to focus on the whole time, and it's just keeping me distracted. It's usually the same old stuff. If you've been on the channel a while, I mention it all the time with my uncle. I'm having to pay my uncle back for helping paying off my car, and I haven't had the money to send him payments in the past almost a year now, and he's kind of been getting on my back recently about that, and so I've been stressing out because I haven't had the money, but I recently been able to start doing that again. It's a whole situation, having that over my head the whole time, and then sitting down and trying to have to deal with the basically trying to deal with the channel, and hoping that I'll eventually grow, which I know it's you should really stop rushing, Dan. Growth doesn't come in a day, growth doesn't come in a week, growth doesn't come in a year, growth doesn't even come in freaking 2 years, even, since we're almost on the hell, we're starting on our second year now, just about, I believe. Really, I just need to just be patient, and the growth will come. It'll be slow, but it'll be there. But part of me is just I don't want to not appeal to the people who were enjoying the videos before I started doing all these 2-hour-long VOD stuff. Excuse me, sorry, don't mean to yawn. And so I'm having this weird internal conflict, and I don't know what to do. And part of me is why not just go back to the way you were doing things? You know, do the Let's Plays, and you know, you can live stream every day still. Just gonna have to balance it. It's a little harder than that because I don't have the time to do both. It's the whole reason I started doing the live streams, which, like I said, I enjoy seeing everyone at the live streams and whatnot. But I feel like if I'm streaming over on Twitch, then I'm definitely leaving out the main part of my audience here on YouTube, who, you know, don't know half the time that I'm streaming because I don't have the Twitch announcement videos, because I can't upload those apparently because they're against YouTube's rules. But maybe I just shouldn't fucking care and upload them anyway. I don't really know. Like I said, it's tough. It really is. And I hate to have to blame myself all the time for this crap. But in the meantime, it really is. I'm the only one I can really blame. And I'm trying to have this iron skin type deal to it, but it's just rough. It really is. And so I thought, you know, why not just sit down over some Isaac, commentate or do some post commentary and just explain what's actually going on so you guys understand. I'm trying my best. I really am. For those of you who are here and have been supporting me since the beginning of, you know, forever, and have basically, you know, never left, somehow still here for all this time, then I appreciate that. I really do, because it's just, you know, knowing that I have that select few here every day to interact with on the live streams, or hell, even not in live streams, you're in the Discord even, and I get to talk with you guys, then that means a hell of a lot to me, to be honest. Like I said, it helps a lot more than one might think to have to go through all this crap in life and be stressed out all the time, knowing, like, because it just feels like an endless battle of not being able to get debts paid. Because obviously my uncle's not the only debt. If you've been on the channel, you know. If you don't know, basically I took out a computer loan, or a personal loan, to buy this computer, not only to help, you know, my gaming future, so I won't have to worry about upgrading anymore, so I'll be able to play basically everything and be able to record at a good quality and render out at a good quality, and, well, I guess give you guys video at a better quality as well. But I didn't do it just for that. Obviously, the stem of getting that loan was because I was super stressed out after going through the really bad breakup, you know, with probably my only girlfriend of my life ever. And I'm not exaggerating. I wish I was, and I wish I was lying, but I'm not. After that breakup, because it was a rough breakup, to be honest. It was one that it was kind of an internal conflict, because that was right about the same time where everyone was giving me the whole college spiel. My whole family was giving me the whole college spiel. They never really stood behind my decision to just work my way through life. And I really didn't have any control of my life to begin with either. Like, I mean, the car that I have right now, I didn't have any choice of getting the car. It was gifted to me by my mom, and I know she knew better. I mean, I know she, you know, meant well is what I meant to say, but, you know, I didn't know it was a car lease until, you know, the car lease was just about over 4 years later. And, you know, it was a rough situation in general. It really was. And hell, I'm thankful that my uncle stepped up to help me, because I wouldn't have a car if I didn't, you know, if it didn't get done. But at the same time, it's like, I wish I had a little bit more say in what had happened, because, I mean, now it's just like, it just never ends, dude. I mean, I guess, you know, hindsight, you know, years later, freaking butterfly effect, you wonder what would happen if I didn't go down that route, but there's really not much I can do about that. But like I said, as I was saying before I got distracted by the sidetracking, it's been a very long cycle of just constantly working. Like I said, I went through the breakup, and the breakups kind of stemmed from being stressed out about everyone not really standing behind my not going to college decision, and then having to deal with the car potentially being lost because, you know, I can't refinance my own car because I already helped out my mom with her car, so can't have two cars in my name because I don't have much credit yet. You know, it's just all kinds of life crap that stacked up, and I basically wanted to be alone instead of, you know, hanging out with her every week, even though we only saw each other once a week. And that was kind of bad on my part, So then I ended up breaking up with her through a stupid, voicemail or voice message thing, and it wasn't a pretty sight. Let's explain to you. I know it's pathetic. It sounds pathetic because it was pathetic. And did I regret it afterwards? Yeah. I basically blame myself for it every day since then. Like, I basically say I broke a heart that didn't deserve to be broken. It didn't need to be broken. It never deserved to be broken because she was a great person. There was no reason to ever break up with someone like that and break her heart like that after everything that I had told her. And, like I said, hindsight's 20/20, but now everything's different. Everything's blown over since then. And like I said, I don't ever forgive myself for what happened. I basically told myself if I'm single for the rest of my life because of that issue, then so be it, because I deserve to be, for real. And I'm not trying to get sympathy from everyone, because like I said, it's just straight up true. I shouldn't really have done that. But anyways, not to get off the sidetrack. Let's not get distracted here. Anyway, life has just been a deadly cycle. Having to deal with my uncle, having to deal with a computer loan. Like I said, that's the reason I got the loan. I was super stressed out, and I just wanted an out to be able to play games that I wanted to play. So I got the supercomputer. It's not really a supercomputer, but I got a really nice computer, and I took out a loan for like $2,500 and bought like a $2,100 computer. So it keeps me satisfied. It basically has everything that I want. Graphics wise, CPU wise, I don't have to worry about it running any slower or anything ever again. But see, I should have thought about it more before I did that, because now that I've done that, it kind of set me back later. Obviously when you do something like that, you're supposed to remember, if you can't afford to pay back a loan then you really shouldn't take out the loan to begin with. But yet I did it anyway, because like I said, I was stressed out. It was a rash decision that could have been thought over a little bit more carefully, but there really wasn't much I could really do about it. Well, I mean, there was much I could do about it. Let's not lie. I could easily have not done it. But like I said, stress really kills a man. It really, really does. And that's a different kind of stress altogether. And then when your whole family, like your whole extended family, aside from, actually, just my whole extended family in general, always wants you to do something else with your life. When you decided you're going to do it this way, it's a little frustrating, to be completely honest. So there's that, and I've been paying that loan ever since, and everything was fine and dandy. I was easily able to balance payments to that loan and my uncle, for years. And then I had just a really rough string of annoying things that happen. Like I had to buy a new battery for the car, which was expensive. I had to do registration for the car, which one year was really expensive. And they kind of hit back to back. And so eventually I had to, stop sending him payments just so I can pay to get, keep my car running, and not get taken away because, no registration and whatnot. It was rough, and I've never been able to recover ever since, until literally just this month, just here in 2018, I finally got around to having enough to be able to do that. And like I said, it's just been really, really stressful. And here, what does any of this have to do with YouTube? I'm sure you're asking, or the channel, or this video, to be honest. Really, it really doesn't, if I had to be completely honest. But just know, I guess it all stems to why I do YouTube, why I'm doing these videos, why am I live streaming in the first, why am I even doing anything on the internet when it comes to videos. And the whole reason I started doing the videos to begin with was because I really wanted to share like my joy in the things that I enjoyed playing. I really wanted to share and experience, like I said, the fun that I have from gaming and share it with everyone else, if that makes any sense. And if I found other people who really enjoyed it the same way I did, I would love to be able to hear what they had to say about it, aka the comments, or like hell, maybe even be able to play with them at some point, which in a way it all stemmed from mobby stuff. It makes sense because that's where it all began. And I mean, in a way it did get there. But then now, I mean, ever since starting over, that is, it's kind of been on and off affecting me more than I wish I've been letting it, or wish I would let it. Just when you do YouTube, you really have to, especially when you start from the beginning, you really have to like accept the fact that things aren't gonna go, you won't go viral in a night, really, pretty much, unless you make something amazing, which we're talking about me here. And me making something amazing is not exactly gonna happen, because I don't really have a talent to do anything amazing. I don't have animation talent, I don't have drawing or art talent, I don't really have hell, I only have commentary talent. And I know what you're thinking, like, Dan, you commentate all the time, you're pretty good. No, like I'm myself when it comes to commentary, but myself is a very boring person, so like I try my best, but sometimes I feel like definitely most people are just kind of being nice to me when they comment nice things. Oh, excuse me. Because I can't accept the comment for the life, or accept the compliment for the life of me. I really can't. I just can't believe that I'm, what people say about it, because of just how IRL goes on nowadays, where it's like, yep, I only basically have one friend who actually is willing to talk to me, and then 85 or 95 to 99% of all my other quote-unquote friends, which I guess could be labeled pretty much as coworkers or ex-coworkers, don't really ever talk to me anymore. So it's kind of just like, yeah, it's tough out here, it happens. So that's pretty much another stem of stress. But in the end, I want to be able to make these videos without having to worry about anything. I just want to put them up and be able to keep going afterwards, And like I said, the struggle is really now just coming between, do I want to live stream only? Am I really going to be happy just doing purely live streams? Or am I going to be more efficient, doing Let's Plays and then just doing live streams as well? And it's rough. It really is, trying to decide. I think I liked what I was doing, a long time ago, where I was doing the Let's Plays on the channel or doing videos on YouTube, and then like every Friday or every Thursday and Friday I would do a live stream over on Twitch, and I would be on a schedule so everyone knows when I streamed. That way everyone would be able to come and enjoy the show. People will be able to see me live, I can interact with all you guys, and I can still make videos and everyone's happy. My issue is I get in that mindset of, okay, I have this thing, I want to stick to this thing, and then the thing I'm doing isn't entertaining to anyone, at least at first glance, because I don't see comments all the time, because not everyone has something to say for every video. But I end up letting that get to me, and then I try to change something even when I don't want to. Remember a long time ago when I said I wanted to have a staple series on the channel? I kind of don't have that. I wanted Isaac to be that, and I feel like I could bring Isaac back, to be honest, to do that. But my problem is, like, I would get a little bit out of sync when it comes to doing the Isaac stuff, and I don't even care about the doing like 100% file thing anymore. I'm done doing that, because I've already 100%ed the games. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and do a new file again. I really just wanted to use Isaac as something to play where I can talk about my day, like kind of like I'm doing with this video, and then just like put it up. I think the issue with me doing that was I basically had to record it every day, and there are some times where I couldn't keep it going up at the same time every day, because I would have to record it the day of, render it out the day of, and then put it up the day of. And there are some days where I would get off of work earlier than other days, and so the video would end up going up late sometimes. And then there are other days where I would I would get home and then I would get busy. I wouldn't be home at all, and I wouldn't be able to get the video up, and then I'm missing a day, and then when I miss a day, it throws a whole cycle off of whack, because then I got to do something for 2 days in a row, and it's rough. It really is. I wanted to have a staple. I really did. And I still want to have a staple on the channel. And hell, if I had like if I was playing an MMO or something, I would probably make videos on it as well, or have something to live stream for it as well, which again is another thing. I do want to have like a staple to live stream as well, something I can just chill and play every single day and not have any like regrets or anything. And it's so hard. It just really is. I want to be able to have some normality, I guess, on YouTube and on Twitch. And I think to do that, I'm gonna need to have to change something. I'm gonna need to have to think these things out and then just tell what my plans are after, basically I feel like maybe I need to take another break, step back, and like think about what I want to do with like a live streaming schedule and YouTube. And then in the next update video, like maybe in the upcoming month, well obviously in like the February monthly channel update, I'll let you guys know what my plans are, because as it stands right now, no one's ever, there are people who want to see me stream but never catch it, because of like I said, I don't stream on a schedule. I kind of just stream kind of randomly, and if I streamed on a schedule, that would probably be a little bit more organized for one, and anyone who was new to the channel will be able to catch me live as well, and that'll probably be best for everyone. And if I'm on a schedule that I don't really have to worry stressing about when I need to stream and whatnot, because there are some times where I want to stream and then I'll just sit there and not hit the start streaming button, because I'm just like, do I want to go live right now? I don't know why, because like I said, I really enjoy the streams, but I start self-questioning myself a lot. It's rough. It just really is. I guess really the TLDR of this whole video, this whole discussion, is that it's just hard. Everything is hard. I'm having like an internal conflict right now, and it's just rough. But just know that I'm gonna try to keep things organized here on the channel. I may go back to just basically, I'm thinking of just going back, doing normal let's plays here, and then streaming, just doing some streams over on Twitch, like maybe 2 days a week, 1 or 2 days a week. So we'll get a schedule going on over there. You guys will have videos over here. Everyone will be happy, hopefully. But we'll see. We will see. So I hope you guys have been enjoying the run in the background, and I hope you guys have been, enjoyed this little talk. I'm gonna be speeding up the footage in the background, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to talk for 44 minutes. It's a long ass run, but yeah. Let me know if you've got any comments down there, if you've got any feedback on anything I mentioned today. I think I tried to mention everything I could, but me, there's always something that I tend to miss when it comes to these discussion videos. Even if I write stuff down, like when it comes to like just sitting down and talking, I can never explain things the way I actually want to say them, especially when I'm just bringing it up off the top of my head. There's always something that I'm gonna miss and not mention, but I think I mentioned everything I wanted to talk about today. So I want to thank you guys for your time, as always. Thank you guys for your support, as always. And I will see you guys very soon with another video, or with the good news slash whatever news regarding the Twitch schedule and what's gonna go on YouTube. We'll get there. We're gonna do this. We're gonna get back to being Dan. We're gonna get back to what I want to do, the old me wants to do, and we're gonna do it, and we're all gonna have fun no matter what. All right, see you then.